Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for joining me this week. Last week I introduced the SPICE model for well-being, which looked at different internal and external components of well-being. This week I'm going to be briefly discussing the PERMA model. So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. Okay, so this week I'm going to be talking about the PERMA model, and I'm just going to make myself a little bit smaller, move myself out of the way. Here we go. So I got this image from Wikipedia and it's under Creative Commons. And I wanted to just go over and briefly discuss the PERMA model and what it stands for. So you can see PERMA stands for positive emotions, engagement, relationships, and achievement. And this model was created by Seligman, who was a pioneer in positive psychology. And he developed this acronym and this model, and it's a roadmap to help us reach authentic happiness and to fully realize our potential in all aspects of our life. So as a roadmap to authentic happiness and a good life, we start with positive emotions. And that's not necessarily just feeling positive. It also includes those emotions of hope and love and joy and compassion, enthusiasm, amusement, gratitude. And we think of positive emotions as a prime indicator of flourishing when we allow our students or we as human beings flourish and thrive. There are different ways that we can try to build positive emotions, and they include spending more time with people that you care about or engaging in hobbies and interests and passion areas. I think sometimes listening to uplifting music can really elicit positive emotions in myself. And I think it's also important to sometimes pause and reflect and feel grateful about the things that surround you and what is going well in your life. So I think positive emotions is something that we can try and encourage and build in our students so that they become more resilient and it improves their overall well-being. So engagement, the next letter in the acronym, Seligman in around 2012 said that engagement is like being one with the music. And it also involves that concept of being in flow. So you might have heard of that term flow, where you're in this state of utter enjoyment. Flow is like that state of absolutely being absorbed in a task. Or put simply, it's like doing something and really enjoying doing that and not being aware of all the external factors around you. So flow and being in the state of flow has been recognized as one of the top character strengths. And research suggests that individuals that actually were in the state of flow more and utilized their strengths on a daily basis were generally much happier and less depressed. So how do we try to increase engagement within ourselves and our students? I think always try to choose endeavors that you really enjoy and giving students interest-driven learning opportunities so that they choose learning based on their passions and interest. Another way is a mindfulness minute, and a mindfulness minute helps us to attune to our own senses and surroundings, and it also goes hand in hand with gratitude and appreciating the things in your life. Another way to increase engagement is to spend time in nature. I think it's important that we appreciate the natural surroundings in our environment. And another way to build engagement is to try and identify your own character strengths and try to utilize those by doing things that you really excel at, because I think then you feel a sense of accomplishment. So the next component is positive relationships. And a lot of research suggests that relationships actually contribute to lifelong happiness. Many studies have been done, including one by Harvard, who found that communities and people who were more successful and happy in their life tended to be in strong communities or had strong positive relationships. So I can't emphasize more about the importance of building positive relationships with your students and encouraging your students to build positive relationships with their peers and adults and their family. Some ways to build relationships, I think, with your students is to have clubs, interest clubs such as chess club. Try to facilitate different groupings in your class so that students get to talk to different people, and that helps them to understand different perspectives and diverse backgrounds. The next component is meaning. And this is, I think, an intrinsic component in that all humans have this desire to search for meaning and purpose in their life. Having a meaning or purpose in life can mean something different to different people. And so how can we build meaning with our students and within ourselves? Some strategies, I think, are to choose a charity as a class or a cause for your class to be able to get involved with. I think another way to try and build meaning is to ask your students to care and spend time and think about other people. So I love that mantra, be kind and pay forward. And in terms of trying to find your own sense of purpose and meaning, trying lots of different activities to try and find your own passions and connecting with different people. And I think connecting with people and finding your passions will help you to define what gives you purpose and meaning in your life. So the last component is accomplishments and achievements. And I think we all really appreciate when we feel that sense of accomplishment once we set a goal for ourselves and then we achieve that goal. I think accomplishment also includes that concept of perseverance and resilience. And these are skills that we actually want to build within our students. Different ways that we can build accomplishment with our students and within ourselves. I think to celebrate accomplishments and have exhibitions with your students and make sure that different successes and when students actually achieve goals, that's celebrated. I think it's important to ask students to self-reflect on previous successes as well. And I think within ourselves, it's important to set goals and targets and work towards those so that we feel a sense of accomplishment and pride. Okay, so that's the PERMA model. Last week was the SPICE model for wellbeing, which looked at all the internal and external factors that you have control over to promote and improve your wellbeing. These components, PERMA, provide a roadmap towards happiness and leading an authentically happy life. If you have any comments, please feel to put it in the section below. Thank you so much for joining me again this week, and I hope to see you next time. Stay safe, everybody. Take care. Bye.